Number 5. Melvin Guillard always underestimated everyone he faced. Although he was very talented, he was always overconfident. He displayed his cockiness when he faced Nate Diaz at UFC Fight Night 19. Nate Diaz remained calm in the fight and eventually defeated Melvin Guillard by a guillotine choke in the second round. Number 4. Both Nate Diaz and Maynard both competed in the Ultimate Fighter Season 5. In the semi-finals of the tournament, Nate Diaz defeated Maynard by submission, advancing to the finals. Both fighters met again at UFC Fight Night 20, where Maynard defeated Nate Diaz by a split decision. They met for the third time at the Ultimate Fighter 18 finale, where Nate Diaz battered Maynard, winning the fight by TKO in the first round. Number 3. Donald Cerrone was on a 6-fight winning streak and was very confident going into his fight against Nate Diaz at UFC 141. A lot of things were said going into the fight. Nate Diaz completely outclassed Donald Cerrone in the striking exchanges whilst mocking him inside the octagon. Nate Diaz won the fight by a unanimous decision. Number 2. Michael Johnson was on a 4-fight winning streak and was closing in on a title shot. He was set to face Nate Diaz at UFC on Fox 17. Stylistically, this was not a good matchup for Nate Diaz, and he was the underdog in the fight due to him not being happy with the UFC and was planning to leave the sport. Nate Diaz came in the best shape of his life and showcased his boxing skills to a unanimous decision win. Number 1. Conor McGregor was set to face Rafael dos Anjos at UFC 196. A foot injury caused Rafael dos Anjos to be removed from the event. Nate Diaz stepped in on 2 weeks' notice to face Conor McGregor in the main event. Nate Diaz was so underestimated that the UFC was already planning Conor McGregor's next fight against then welterweight champion Robbie Lawler. They purposely chose Nate Diaz as they thought he would be the best opponent to fight at short notice. Conor McGregor overlooked Nate Diaz's skills, saying that he would finish him in the second round. During the fight, Nate Diaz weathered Conor McGregor's power punches and eventually submitted him in the second round, shocking the world.